I always thought the forest behind my house was just a typical woodland, a place where birds sang and sunlight filtered through leaves. That was until I stumbled upon a peculiar glade deep within its heart, a place where time seemed to stand still. It wasn't something I noticed immediately, but the air felt thicker, the sounds of the forest muted. My watch stopped ticking the moment I stepped into that clearing, and an unsettling stillness gripped me. It was as if the world outside no longer existed, and only the glade remained. The first time I entered, I was drawn by an inexplicable pull, a whisper of something ancient and forbidden. The trees formed a perfect circle around the glade, their gnarled branches arching overhead like a cathedral's vault. In the center, a stone altar sat, worn smooth by countless years. I felt an overwhelming urge to touch it, to trace the strange symbols etched into its surface. But as my fingers brushed against the cold stone, a shiver ran through me, and I heard a faint voice echoing in my mind. "Welcome, traveler. You are now part of the circle." Days turned into weeks, and I found myself returning to the glade, entranced by its eerie beauty. Each visit chipped away at my resolve, the outside world fading into a distant memory. I noticed subtle changes, the shadows grew longer, and the once vibrant foliage turned a sickly gray. I tried to leave, but the forest paths twisted and looped back to the glade, as if the forest itself conspired to keep me there. My friends and family grew concerned, their voices on the other end of phone calls sounding more like echoes from another time. The last time I stepped into the glade, I knew I was making a choice. The whispers grew louder, the voices now a chorus urging me to join them. As I placed my hand on the altar once more, the world around me dissolved into an endless twilight. I realized then that the glade was a trap, a timeless prison for those who dared to enter. My fate sealed, I became another ghostly voice among the whispers, forever bound to the place where time stands still.